Hi, this is Advocate Lucinda, your empowerment lawyer. 3 weeks ago, someone asked me if I would do something on Informa Pauperis. Informa Pauperis is an application where pro se litigants can get their court fees paid. So we're going to go over that form. So let's get started. Now, this is the Informal Pauperis application. So let's go through it. So you have United States District Court for whatever district, the petitioner's or the plaintiff's name, defendant's name, of course the civil action number you will get from the court when you file your complaint. And by the way, remember, the complaint and this Informa Pauperis form will be filed together. I am a plaintiff or petitioner in this case and declare that I am unable to pay the cost of these proceedings and that I am entitled to the relief requested. And you complete the information. If you're incarcerated, I am being held at, and you state where you're being incarcerated. Pretty self-explanatory. 2, if not incarcerated, if I am employed, my employer's name and address are. You put that information here. My gross pay or wages are. You include that information. Other income, answer yes or no. If you answered yes to any question above, describe below or on separate pages each source of money and state the amount that you received and what you expect to receive in the future. You need to be specific. 4, amount of money that I have in cash or in a checking or savings account. You list that. 5, any automobile, real estate, stock, bonds, so on and so forth. You need to include that. 6, any housing, transportation, utilities, or loan payments, or other regular monthly expenses, you include that. Again, you need to be detailed. Name, or if under 18, of all persons who are dependent on you for support. You include that information here. Any debt or financial obligations, list that information here. And finally, after you have completed everything fully and honestly, I declare under penalty of perjury that the above information is true and understand that a false statement may result in a dismissal of my claims. Date it and sign it. Print your name. Now, you will be able to actually print this or save it as, and I will provide you with a link where you can download this form. This complaint is actually designed for the pro se litigant. So I'm just going to take you through it so you can see what it entails. Pretty self-explanatory. The plaintiff's, defendant's information, whether you want a trial by jury or not. The party's information, the plaintiff, the defendant, and it even allows for multiple defendants. Basis for jurisdiction, whether it's a federal question or diversity of citizenship, and it explains in this paragraph what federal question entails and what diversity of citizenship entails. If the basis for jurisdiction is a federal question, what federal statutes, federal treaties, or provisions of the United States Constitution are at issue. If the basis for jurisdiction is diversity of citizenship, then you want to fill in the information here. If the plaintiff is an individual, the plaintiff's name, so on and so forth. The defendant, the same thing. If the defendant is an individual, the defendant's name, so on and so forth. If the defendant is a corporation, same thing. applies here. The amount in controversy. Statement of the claim. Remember to write a short and plain statement of the claim. Do not make legal arguments. You will have an opportunity to argue, but this is not the time. State as briefly as possible the facts showing that each plaintiff is entitled to the damages or other relief sought. State how each defendant was involved and what each defendant did that caused the plaintiff harm or violated the plaintiff's rights, including dates and places of that involvement or conduct. If more than one claim is asserted, number each claim and write a short and plain statement of each claim in a separate paragraph. Please attach additional pages if needed. And then the relief sought. You need to state your relief sought. And then your certification in closing. And for parties without an attorney. And then a party for attorneys. So what I like about this is that it's designed specifically for the pro se litigant, and it entails all of the elements required to allege in the complaint. So it's very difficult to miss it, right? So as a pro se litigant, use this. Now, this is the link where you can download the Informa Pauperis application. And also, I will provide this link on the description page of this video. Here, I provided you with other links where you can read more on proceedings in Informa Pauperis. Okay? I hope this has been helpful to you. And remember, be empowered.